Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tales
Tales
from the Mug. Whatever the fuck is in your mug today. It's coffee, it's whiskey, it's tea,
Or
herbal tea.
all the combined, which are fucking weird, but
That's
hey.
nasty. Please don't do that.
You're fine though. We'll still accept you here. Maybe. I'm kidding. You're fine. You're not okay. It's fine though.
What the fuck is your story about, Jacob?
Today, a story from Mary Butler. It is called Santa the Hitman question mark. You might think, is Santa a hitman? Well, we're going to find out today. Just so y'all know, this story does contain themes or mentions of physical violence, gore, or abuse.
Cool. The story that I read yesterday was literally about murder, and I didn't.
Well, this is fucking Santa Claus, okay?
Oh.
We have a little... Oh, fuck it, whatever. And here we go, guys. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. The hospice smells like antiseptic and failed dreams. A Christmas-themed air freshener dangles from the IV stand, swaying in time with my father's mechanical wheezing. It smells like cinnamon and regret. The fluorescent lights hum, drowning out the morphine's slow drip. Hi, I'm the man who never amounted to anything. He seems very, jolly.
Very cheerful.
The trophy less disappointment. If life is a race, I'm the guy who tripped in the first 10 feet and never got back up. 35 years old, still renting. Well, I think a lot of people actually do that now. And my most significant contribution to society is a viral video of me accidentally setting fire to a microwave burrito. Oh, fuck, it's the fucking burrito guy. This is fiction, by the way. That's me, proud owner of a pile of unwashed dishes and a credit score so low it could run for public office. I sit slouched in the corner, watching my dad suck on life like it's a particularly stubborn milkshake. He's enormous, round face, round belly, round everything. Sipping. You ASMR fucking weirdos, there you go. A human snowman melted into the hospice bed. The kind of guy who built his whole life on being likable. For 30 years, he played Santa Claus at a mall. Not just any Santa, mind you. He was the Santa. The one who people who drove 4 counties over to see. His face still pops up on the Christmas cards across the Midwest. A local legend. A walking, jolly Norman Rockwell painting. That's a fucking mouthful.
Yeah.
And me, I'm the guy who gave him a $10 Amazon gift card for Christmas. You'd think that's why he's dying. The look he gave me when he opened it. Like, what the fuck, son? Another Amazon gift card.
Damn.
He beckons me closer, his hands shaking like a rusty wind-up toy. Come here, kiddo. Yeah, sure, I say, dragging the chair closer. It screeches against the linoleum like its legs are fighting with the floor. What is it this time? Another story about how you single-handedly saved Christmas at the mall in 93? His laugh comes out like a wheeze caught in a blender. That doesn't sound pleasant. Then he stops, face turning deadly serious, eyes boring into mine. I've got a confession, kiddo. Something big.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Santa? I lean back. Here we go again. Oh, great. Did you save Christmas again? He laughs, shakes his head. His smile faint but still there, cracks like old plaster. No. Listen to me, kiddo. I killed people. I was a hitman. What a way to break it to your son.
Deathbed confessions.
Classic. The words hit me like a sucker punch to the ribs. His eyes twinkle with something far from Christmas cheer. For a second, I couldn't breathe. Not because I believed him, but because some part of me wanted to. Like even in death, Dad had to be bigger than life. Then the ridiculousness hit me, and I laughed. Hard. Too hard. Jesus, Dad, did the morphine knock your last screw loose? You don't think a guy with fake snow in his eyebrows could carry out a clean kill, do you? Dad's grin spreads like butter on burnt toast, his cheeks wobbling like he's auditioning for Jell-O's next ad campaign. Okay. I stare. Words feel stuck somewhere between my brain and my tongue, like traffic on the I-5 during rush hour. I've got a list of things I never expected to hear from my father. I love you. I'm proud of you. There's a secret trust fund hidden in the walls, but this takes the cake. And then assassinates the baker. You're messing with me, I finally manage. Is this one of those morphine fever dreams? Should I call the nurse? Blink once for yes. I don't think it is. Dad coughs out a loud, deep, phlegmy, shaking his head. Deep and phlegmy, shaking his head. No joke. I was good at it too. Seasonal work was a perfect cover. Everyone sees Santa as a big, harmless teddy bear. No one expects Santa Claus of carrying a 9mm Glock.
Well, fuck that. No, I do not.
Yeah, me neither, but it's fine. I blink hard. He lost it. The man's got off the deep end. Dragged the Christmas tree, the reindeer, the inflatable fucking snowman. The inflatable snowman with him. I added fuck. It's fine. I had a code, he says. His voice dropping to a low rasp like he's auditioning for The Godfather. Never moms, never kids, and no one who liked Christmas.
Oh my God.
Well, at least he has a code.
Just the Scrooges.
Yeah.
Or the people that are not Christian. The Jews. Or the Muslims.
Like fucking 80-90% of the fucking world.
Literally.
Moving on, I rub my temples. So you're telling me all those business trips to Reno weren't about fixing mall contracts? Nope. He pops the P like he's proud. They were about fixing people. Your old man was a regular Mr. Clean. Okay. And you expect me to believe this? He leans forward. A hurricane?
Herculean.
What she said. Effort given his state. Remember the upstairs neighbor at your old place? The guy who played techno at 2 a.m.? I nod slowly, stomach sinking. You said he moved, Daddy? I moved him, his grin widens, to a landfill. Permanently. Yeah, those fucking songs, fuck you. I was trying to sleep. You're not
We don't fuck with techno over here.
You're not serious, I whisper, but my voice cracks. Oh God, he's serious. Go to my apartment and look for a box labeled Santa's Naughty List.
Fuck off. Fuck right off.
Top shelf of my closet. See for yourself. I'm halfway to the door when the heart monitor gives up, the line going flat like it's tired of pretending he had time left.
What the fuck?
It's not over. Dad's apartment is a shrine to Christmas. Not the classy Pottery Barn kind of Christmas. This is Walmart, on clearance kind. Everywhere you look, there's a red and green assault on the senses. Tinsel dangles like garish cobwebs. Mouthful. A nutcracker army lines the windowsill. Their paint chipped like they've been through a war. Fake snow dust every surface, not sprinkled, but dumped, like you've been trying to recreate a blizzard indoors. I kick a pile of it near the couch. It puffs, glittering. The closet, though. That's where things get creepy. Rows of Santa suits hang in perfect order, sorted by decade. The 80s suits are polyester atrocities, faded red like tomato soup left in the sun. The new ones are lush, rich velvets. There's even a Santa pimp cane leaning in the corner. Because of course there is. That's actually that's in the story, guys. I'm not saying that.
That's hilarious.
The pimp cane, of course. He's an assassin. Of course he has a pimp cane.
Of course he does.
And the smell. That weird mothball meets candy cane funk. It clings to your clothes. Gets in your hair. I need 3 showers and a priest to feel clean again. That's when I see it. A box on top of the shelf, labeled in Sharpie, Santa's Naughty List. My stomach drops. No way this is real. No way. The box creaks as I pull it down. Years of dust exploding in my face. Inside, the first thing I see is a pair of cracked glasses, thick Coke bottle lenses, scratched to hell, still smeared with something, a fingerprint maybe, or worse. Intrigued, I picked them up gingerly, like they might bite. It had a Christmas gift tag hanging from it reading, "The neighbor who played ABBA on repeat." This man hated people who play music. My lord.
ABBA. Come on, man. Have a heart.
Next, there was a gold wedding ring, heavy, engraved with "Forever Denise." This one has a tag dangling from it that it reads, "Hired by Denise to take care of her abusive, cheating husband. She gave me fresh baked cookies still warm from the oven, too." I guarantee she gave him some milk, too. Hey, it's Santa Claus, man. The box bulged with trophies, Christmas tags swinging off them like tiny, glittery alibis. At the bottom, a mall Santa hat, its white fur trimmed stuff, encrusted with something dark brown. Blood? Hot chocolate? Both? My hands hover over it like touching it might connect me to him. By a dirtbag. My heart pounds in my ears. This is insane. This is nuts. This is impressive? Turns out Dad just wasn't professional at making kids smile. He was professional at making people disappear. What's your wish this year, kid? Make Daddy disappear. Okay. The thing about secrets is that they're sticky. Once you hear one, it cleans you like a gum on a shoe, no matter how much you scrape. Dad's confession isn't just sticking, it's
metastasizing.
Yeah, that word. The more I think about it, the more I see his life wasn't two separate halves. Santa and Hitman. Jolly old saint and silent assassin. It's all the same guy. And now, I'm the one holding the bag. He's dead. The town's favorite mall Santa, gone to that big workshop in the sky. Kids will cry when they hear. Some mom will bring them to the mall next week, hoping to see his stupid twinkly eyes and hear his half-gravelly laugh. Instead, they'll get some substitute in a cheap suit. The kind who smells like whiskey and regret. That'll be Dad's legacy. A hole in the lives of every snot-nosed kid who sat on his lap. Unless I tell the truth. If I do, it won't be crying kids. No, the whole town will lose its collective mind, imagining this headline. Breaking news. Killer Kringle caught dead. The local paper will have a field day. They'll dig up every photo of him grinning in his red suit, surrounded by smiling children, slap it to the words like murderer in bold block letters. The tabloids will pick it up. Every dumb podcaster with a microphone will start calling him the silent Santa Slayer.
I feel attacked.
Silent Santa Slayer. And me. I'll be the idiot who ruined Christmas for the whole town. Sip, everybody.
Sip time.
More ASMR. The funeral smelled like peppermint and formaldehyde.
Ew. God.
Someone decided Dad's last ride should look like an after Christmas clearance aisle. Red and white draped the lid as if trying to sugarcoat the whole thing. And of course, the mall workers showed up in elf hats. Why fuck would they not? Because nothing says we respect your dead father like polyester and jingling bells. He was fucking Santa.
There you go.
The service started with a speech from Jerry, the guy who managed the mall. Jerry had a voice like a dying accordion and a charisma of wet cardboard, but he tried. He wasn't just Santa, Jerry said, and his words wobbling. He was Christmas. He saved Christmas. Saved it. Like he pulled Christmas from a burning building. You mean he sat in a chair for 8 hours a day while toddlers screamed in his face? Then came the slideshow. Oh, Lord. Dads with kids. Dads shaking hands. Dad eating cookies that probably came with handwritten death requests. And that was my return. And that's my turn. I stepped up to the podium, clutching my notes. My palms were slick, my mouth dry. Every eyeball in the room locked onto me like I was the halftime show. Here lies Santa, the town legend, and here comes his loser kid, fumbling for words. I cleared my throat. Dad was unforgettable. A safe start. Too safe. My hands shook. I glanced down at my notes, then up at the crowd. Their faces blurred. My brain buzzed. Because, my voice cracked. He was Santa. And a hitman. The room froze. A collective gasp sucked all the air out. Then Jerry laughed. The kind of laugh that makes you wonder if someone's choking. Santa? A hitman? More laughter erupted. Next you'll tell us that Rudolph ran a dogfighting ring. He's not very funny, is he?
Not really.
I love my dogs. I blinked. The crowd thought I was joking. Thank God. I faked a chuckle, the kind that burns your throat on the way out. Yeah, I guess he really killed it as Santa, huh? The groans at my pun covered my slip up and I pivoted. Hard. But seriously, Dad was the most unforgettable Santa this town ever had. They clapped. Some people wiped tears. And me? I stared at that casket, wondering what was worse, burying the truth with him or walk around with it lodged in my head forever. The funeral was barely over when he found me. Grizzled guy in a trench coat. The kind of face that looks like it's been carved out of driftwood. He shook my hand, his grip hard and dry. And he knew my dad. He said he knew my dad. Frankie, he said. Like I should already know who he was. An old associate of your dad's. Oh, I wonder who this guy is. Associate? What kind of associate? Did Santa have a union? A reindeer mafia? Sorry for your loss, Frankie said. Not sounding sorry at all. Your dad was a legend. One of the best in the biz. I don't think he's talking about Santa. The biz? Question mark. The biz? I asked, the words tasting like sour milk. Frankie smirked like I just failed some kind of test. He opened his trench coat. Not for a gun or a bomb or a flashing incident, but for a business card. The font was a little too cheerful, a little too Comic Sans for what it said. Kringle and Associates, holiday solutions for your problems.
Imagining that in Comic Sans right now.
I know. I stared at it like it bit me. It might bite me. This is a joke, right? Frankie leaned in, breath heavy with something cheap and lethal. Your dad wasn't the only one, he said. His voice like gravel rolled in honey. He pulled a candy cane from his pocket. Oh my God. Twisting it between his fingers. Seasonal work. It's got its advantages. Keeps things clean. He paused, watching me waiting. Like there was something I was supposed to say. It's the perfect cover, Frankie smiled. Teeth yellowed like a dog just pissed in the snow. There you go. He straightened up, sliding his hands into his coat. Your dad always said you make a great Santa. You got the look. My dad spent my whole life teaching me things I didn't realize were lessons. How to lie with a smile, how to disappear in a crowd, how to keep secrets. I always thought he was preparing me for life, but maybe he was just preparing me for this. Frankie's words hung in the air like cigarette smoke, clinging to my skin. I opened my mouth, but nothing came out. Frankie tipped an imaginary hat and walked away, disappearing into the kind of fog that makes you doubt he was ever really there. I looked at the card again, the words staring back at like a dare. Kringle and Associates. Dad always said to find a job that suits you, but some jobs find you. In the distance, I heard bells, maybe wind chimes, maybe the Salvation Army guy packing up. Who knows? What I do know is that I hate kids. I love cookies. I could probably pull off that beard.
All right. I guess we have our next Santa assassin man.
Hey, family business, man.
There you go.
Hey, I mean, some people, some families do this or that.
Some families have bakeries. Some families have, grocery stores. And
some families make mugs. We'll take some if you want to send me some. And some people kill people. It's the family business.
Dressed up as Santa, specifically.
Then kill people.
Be so much easier to do it as like the Easter bunny or
The fucking Easter bunny?
Yeah, well, yeah, because you got like a mask on.
The Easter bunny is one day of the year. Saying that Christmas is like a fucking month or two straight. After Halloween, it's fucking Christmas time, baby. Every year. Fuck Thanksgiving. Christmas time.
Well, you've the Christmas season, and then there's that 1 week, like Thanksgiving week, where you got to put away some of your Christmas decorations, get back out your fall decorations, and pretend just for a little bit like you care it's Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas again.
She has like she doesn't have fucking Halloween shit up till Christmas, but whatever.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. But that is it today, everybody. Santa the Assassin Man. Oh, what's this? Make sure we get it right. Santa the Hitman.
The Hitman? Question mark? Can you stop?
Okay. I judge her sometimes. That is Santa the Hitman by Mary Butler. Great story.
That was a really great story. Good job, Mary Butler.
Good job, Mary. And everybody, if you are watching on video, you can find us on all audio podcast places. If you're watching on audio, you can find us on all the video places, as in YouTube, Spotify, and some TikTok. Hello. But that is it from us. Tales from the Mug. We will take mugs, though, seriously. Let us know.
And stories.
Oh, also, yes, stories. Tales from the Mug at gmail.com.
Send us your best short stories. True, not true, doesn't matter. Just send us your story, your name, and we will read it if we so choose.
Pretty much. Or it might be Tales from the Mug podcast at gmail. I'll put it in the description. I'll let y'all know.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Whatever the fuck it is. We'll get it right next time. We'll put it in the description. And bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.